Hello, Timothy here, and welcome back to Railroads Online. Now, elephant in the room, somewhere a little bit different. That is because the 2-year anniversary update for Railroads Online just dropped, and we have a new map. This is the new map. We have the big lake there. We have a sort of mesa desert kind of thing in the bottom left. There's a swamp in this area here. And then the rest of it's sort of mountains with sort of fairly flat-ish areas scattered around. So while it's the same size as the Pine Valley map, there's a lot more open space for people to do stuff in. You can now place industries freely on the map. When you go to the building menu, there's now a new tab for industries, and we can build up to 3 of every single industry. We get put into flying mode, sort of same as the extended tool. And then we get the option just place down industries wherever we like. Now this works similarly to the props. By that I mean it doesn't place on the same grid as the rail, so you can see that that's slightly going askew from the other platform there. What I generally do when I'm trying to line stuff up to the grid is I look down as far as the camera will go and then try and line the bottom of my screen with like the edge of a rail or something. So now, if I was to place a break row, I'm rotating it, a rectangle. But now you can see they line up perfect. I will be going around and setting up my own industry placements. I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to do a series with snow on this. I had said before I was kind of waiting for a new map to do like a Tier 1 only challenge, which I might still do that, but I might wait for like an official map to be released with the industries placed rather than just setting them up myself. Before we get to have fun on this new map though, we've got some stuff to do over at the AD&D, so I'll see you guys there.
We have Risk, our new locomotive, teamed up with all these flat state cars loaded down with rails, and we got so many rails or so many cars rather, we're not actually fully loaded and all of the rails are gone. We are completely out of inputs here at the smelter, and I was considering actually decoupling these last couple of cars and the caboose and just heading up light, but we need to get these rails up to the coal mine. We got a bunch of beams up there already, we just got to get the rails up there and start producing coal. So, one thing I wanted to point out here before we get going is this is how I was putting down the stakes. These are the rail signs, and I line them up every other car where the back of the caboose is, or tender, is right at the coupler. And then I pull forward and do the same thing. Just plop down another sign, and it works very well to line up with the cranes when you come back through and get more products. All right. Our switches should be set. We're going to go around the reversing loop. Reverse forward break off. Give it a little bit of steam.
Are we actually intending on getting the wagons all the way up this time, or are we going to dump them halfway down the mountain?
Well, I did run the track a few times actually, and locomotives and everything, and there's no more trees. So I'm going to say that we're not going to derail, but you know, this is the AD&D, and derailments happen a lot. So I got off the regulator to go around that little S-bend right there, because it's pretty steep, pretty sharp curve. Not that I've ever derailed there before, and now I'm kind of regretting that decision to get off the regulator, because we're at full reg, doing 11.
Why did we even do the, like, I don't mind the S-curve, but why did we do? It would have just been, was it to a ploy to, like, gain elevation?
I'm gonna let Tidmouth answer that.
I mean, I was trying to get up to this lump, like, at this point, so I did what I needed to do.
Yep. So I tried very hard to be able to get a line up to the coal mine from the smelter, and I tried all sorts of different routes. I probably spent 5 or 6 hours building track and deleting track trying to make it work. And the only solution I can come up with is the one that we're about to take right after this waterfall here. So this is 3%. And instead of hooking to the right, where Millsy had us coming down, we now go kind of to the left here. Then we come up to a Y. Right over here is our little town that I think we showed off. And as you can see right off the bat here, the track does not align with the platform, and the station that I made doesn't align with the track either. And that is because this is like the 5th time I've built all of this, because I kept moving things. We did put it out to the community. There was a couple of good suggestions for the name of this town. One of which was like Junction Town or something like that, or Junctionville or something, because of all the switches nearby. The other one was Vertiform City. Do you guys know what that's from?
No idea.
Apparently you're not Star Trek fans. So Vertiform City is from an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's the only one that features a steam locomotive, where they're on a steam locomotive going to Vertiform City. So I'm a Trekkie. I thought that was pretty clever, but I kind of like the Junction Town or Junction City or something like that.
I mean, we could take the best of both worlds and call it Vertiform Junction.
Vertiform Junction.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah. Vertiform Junction it is. Are we all on board?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, the sign's not quite big enough to. It's Vertiform Junction.
Oh, you making a sign?
He's not even on the train, Evil One.
Yeah, I better stop, huh? Yeah, I got the regular wide open. We're doing 23 right now, 24.
So as long as the line can handle it, that's what matters.
Well, I was coming down empty and doing about 30, and I lost control and had a big pile up. That was great fun. Ooh, we should probably brake. That's looking pretty steep curve. Oh boy.
Have you made sure we're not going to get thrown into the passing loop this time as well?
Yep, I have those switches set correctly. At least I did when I was coming down. So right here is where Tidmouth and I derailed the second time. And as you can see now, it's actually above that because I raised up the gradient from 2 to 3% to get up above the hill. And so all of this is actually different. You can kind of tell where the old track was down to the right. The trees are removed way far down the hill. And coming up here, we bend to the right. This is all new track. That 4% that Tidmouth and I laid is now 3%. And I had to redo a little bit of Tidmouth's track, but not much. Oh, you can see the old track right here. I left a little bit underneath, apparently. Get slowed down to about 3 miles an hour here. We'll do a slow rolling offload.
I haven't noticed any frame drop yet because of the, like, beams and stuff like that. You would expect there to be some frame drop, but I haven't experienced any yet.
Well, I'm at 16 frames per second, so...
Oh, I'm at 60. Maybe on client side the frame rate just doesn't dwell.
No, we just get popcorn instead.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, I just got a notice from the Pine Valley Association of Industries Incorporated. It says to cease all railroad operations immediately due to lack of safety concerns overabundance of derailments at the Accidental Death and Dismemberment Railroad, and something about a conductor intentionally derailing locomotives. And our services are no longer required. We've been fired.
What?
That's insane. They're like nonchalantly blaming me for all of the accidents.
You are to
Been
blame.
part of several of them.
I mean, you are the owner of the railway.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Timothy, you're the one who helped me cause that first accident.
No comment. Right after we named their town as well.
I know, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's like,
We built this town and everything, and all of a sudden it's just kicking us out of the valley. And now we ride the roller coaster down. This is 2% down, I believe, so we might need to actually set brakes. I'm surprised. Trial made it.
No idea what speed I was going at, but it feels really great. Giving myself as much momentum as possible by not. I've used the brakes once just for a little sharp S bend.
Oh wow, you're going really fast.
Nice cinematic shot of me crossing Mammoth Bridge.
Great screenshot. Going across this bridge.
Mm.
Made a little town here. Haven't named it yet.
We could take the best of both worlds and call it 34 Junction.
Vertiform Junction.
that sounds good.
I like that, yeah. Vertiform Junction it is.
So way I've got the tracker line and we're going to go right through the spray of the waterfall.
Going through the train wash. Awesome.
I didn't bring an umbrella.